Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're reviewing Monkey in the Middle. Now this is a trick that I picked up recently after hearing about it online, especially on the Penguin Magic YouTube channel. Heard people talking about it, so I said I'd pick it up, and this is a trick that I'm going to be using a lot. You saw it in the opening, card appearing in the sandwich in between. So I've already kind of said that I like it. It's a trick that I think is really cool, and I'll definitely be using it going forward. But let's go into a bit more detail and start off with, if you order Monkey in the Middle, what do you get? So when you order Monkey in the Middle, you get this little package here, which has everything you need inside in it. So you get the gimmicks that you need for this. You can have it there, carry it with you, and you're ready to go. So that's what you get. You also get the instructions. So you get everything you need in this nice little packaging with the logo. So that's really what you get when you order it. I'm not going to show the gimmicks here, but for people who have it, they'll know what it is, and it just comes just like that. Nothing too fancy, nothing too huge, and you get linked to the instructions, which you can watch online. So now let's go into what the instructions are like. So the instructions, these are online instructions. So if you get these in, the video is about 25 minutes, just under 25 minutes long. There's live performances, which you also get to see in the trailer. So you get to watch them, and then you get a single camera where it's all taught to you very clearly. They go through the routine, how to do it, how to set it up, and make sure that you're performing, and all the little nuances that you want to make sure you get right. It's 25 minutes, I think is plenty for the instructions. It's just one trick, it's just that moment and how to repeat it and the actual routining for it. So I think the instructions are very clear. Once you watch them, you'll be able to do it instantly. And I think there's nothing really more to really be said about the instructions. Very clear, very concise, to the point, but it gives you all the information you need. And of course, the quality is perfect, so you get everything's easy to understand and easy to follow. So that's the instruction. So now let's move on to whether or not this is difficult. Is Monkey in the Middle difficult? No. It's like incredibly straightforward. It actually is one of those tricks that you will fool yourself when you're using it, which I love. I just do this all the time myself for my own amusement. Placing two jokers on the deck, boom, there's a card in between them, the selected card. It's incredibly easy to do. The actual use of the gimmick and all that sort of stuff, it's very straightforward, very easy to use. The only thing you need to know outside of that is how to control a card. That is taught in the instructions how to do it. So there's a little bit of sleight of hand there, but very basic. This is like, if you've any experience in card magic, you'll be able to do this absolutely no problem. So this is not a difficult trick in any way. So now let's move on to Steve's questions. For those of you who watch the podcast, you know that my co-host Steve, he always asks me the same questions about any new trick that I get, because I tend to buy a lot of magic, so he always wants to know what I think of them. And so he always asks me these questions that he uses to judge whether or not he's going to get it. So the first question is, will I do it? Yes. I've had this now about a month and a half, and I've been doing it at every chance I get. I've showed it to friends and family, and they've seen me perform a lot of magic, and this one got a reaction unlike any other. They just like, do it again, and they're so sick of seeing me do magic. So when they're asking me to do it again, you know it's something special. The next one is, are happy with the purchase? Absolutely. I'll probably be purchasing more and more of this. It's one of those things that, like, it's a card gimmick, so as long as you take care of them, they'll last. But I'm gonna definitely want to have a couple of these so I can keep them in different bags and different jackets and that sort of stuff. The next one is, should he get one? Yes, he should get one. I've been telling him to get one, and he has said the next time he orders something from Penguin Magic, he will be picking it up. And then, is there anything else like it out there? So this, interesting with that, like the technique used here, there is something that's out there. There are other sandwich effects, and there are other things that use the same sort of gimmickry as this. But I think I've never seen them put together in this sort of way before. So with that, I'd say there's different sandwich tricks out there, and there's different ways of using the same sort of stuff for this. So there is and there isn't, I guess, would be the way to answer that. So now let's move on to frequently asked questions. So the question I've been asked about this from people when I've been telling them about it is it as good as it looks in the trailer? And yes it is. It's that clean, and they talk about how it's repeatable in the trailer, and it really is. It's super straightforward to do. You can just keep doing it over and over again. A little bit of move that you need to do to be able to have it instantly repeat again, but the misdirection just works out perfectly. So if you like what you see in the trailer, you'll be able to do exactly that pretty much 5 minutes after picking this up. Just watch the instructions. So maybe 25 minutes after getting it, you'll be doing it right away. So that's the frequently asked question I've seen. If you have any other questions, comment them down below and I'll make sure I get back to you on those. So that's the frequently asked question. So now let's move on to the next bit. Is there anything I don't like about this trick? The only thing I have is kind of like the back design. So I have my monkey in the middle is red, so I use a lot of blue decks, so I don't mind that. I actually like the contrast because you can very clearly show that you don't have the sign card just stuck to the back of a joker or something, that like it's very obvious. So I actually like them being contrasted, but if I was to switch to a red deck, it would be nice to be able to get it in different back designs. That's the only thing really. I think it could be nice even if you could get multiple ones in packs so you have different color backs and that sort of stuff. But once you have this, you might be able to make it up yourself using different back designs. I don't make up a lot of stuff like that myself, so I'm not really able to do it so much. So I'd like to have it done by professionals for it. So that's where the only thing for me, but it is something that I probably will make up myself, even though it's like it's not something I really do a lot. But for this, I probably will end up doing it. But that's it for the things I don't like. So now let's move on to my rating. So for people who've watched these reviews before, they know I don't give a review out of 100 or a percentage or a score out of 5. This is about how I will be using this. So this is in my close-up bag constantly. It's in my suit jacket. I have it ready to go. It's something I'm doing all the time and will continue to be doing all the time. It is also a sometimes everyday carry. So if I'm bringing a deck of cards with me, I'll bring this because it's just that strong. It's very easy to bring as well. It doesn't take up any space. So it's not like an everyday carry where something I'd like put in my wallet, because you do need a deck of cards for the trick. But if I have a deck of cards, I'll have this with me. So for me, this is definitely a worker and something that will be in my everyday carry. So that's Monkey in the Middle. Do you have it? Do you like it? Are you going to be performing it? If you don't have it, are you going to get it? I highly recommend it. It's one of those amazing tricks. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button, as people say on this. Maybe subscribe to the channel. We have loads of interviews from the podcast. We just had Adam Wilbur on, so make sure you check that out, as well as all the other ones we've had throughout the time, including Daniel Garcia, Ben Williams recently, and we have some amazing ones coming up ahead. So make sure you check those out, and also the little clips that we've put up. Really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.